are you?
You got my vote again.
Me too.
Clock's going slower.
Yeah, it is. I noticed we're
I know.
a lot closer than that clock indicates. We all good? Call to order the regular council meeting for the town of Evansville. May I have roll call, please? Here.
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 To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda? All those in favor?
Aye.
Item 1, consent agenda, approval of the minutes for December 12th, 2022, approval of the bills. I have a motion to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor?
Aye.
Item 2, appointment of planning and zoning commission members.
Mr. Mayor and Council, before you tonight is 3 members that are currently serving on the planning and zoning commission that we would like to have reappointed. The 3 members would be Marvin Jones, Stan Bell, and Mike Seifert, and all of those who serve the term
Do I have a motion to approve the appointment of the planning and zoning commission members?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item 3, public hearing for the renewal of the liquor licenses.
Mr. Mayor and Council, before you tonight is the renewal of the liquor licenses, and I would just like to verify that we have everybody present tonight. The first one will be a representative of Outback Steakhouse, representative for Texas Roadhouse, representative for Taylor Sports Farm Spirits, Browning Fianza TV, Happy Day Liquors, Bushes, Ashburn Music Hall, HP Southern Medicine, Chili Southwest Room Bar. Okay, so we don't have any questions for the applicant, I see a little early.
Oh, we are a few minutes early. Let's table that for a few minutes and then we'll come back, circle back around. Just to give them an opportunity to get here since we do have 7:05. We'll move on to the engineer's report.
Okay, good evening, Mayor and Council. I do have a few things tonight to present. So most of this is in your packet. Back in the fall, we applied for ARPA grants that were funded through the state of Wyoming. We put together 2 projects back then, and neither one were recommended for award at that time. Since then, they've got another round of money, another round of ARPA grants. So we're putting both of those projects forward again. And so tonight I have Resolution 1-2023, and it's a resolution authorizing the submission of a local government project ARPA grant application to the State Loan and Investment Board. And this is for the Emergency Connection Project. So recommend a motion. Well, the grant application is for $508,271, and it's 84% grant, 16% match. So the grant portion, 84% is the 508,271. So recommend a motion to have the mayor execute, approve, or actually recommend a motion to approve resolution 1-2023.
I have a motion to approve resolution 1-2023.
I motion.
Second. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
On that same emergency connection grant application, we're required to execute the certification statement. It just certifies that the town will follow the rules of the ARPA program if awarded the project. So recommend a motion that the mayor sign and submit the certification statement for the ARPA grant application for the emergency connection project.
I have a motion to approve signing and submitting of the certification statement. So move. Second.
I'll second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, same things for the second project that we're doing a grant application for. This is for some improvements at the water treatment plant, new filter trains replace the two existing, the older filter trains in the treatment plant. So this is resolution 2-2023, and again, it's a resolution authorizing the submission of grant application for the ARPA grants for the upgrades to the water treatment plant project. This grant application is for $1,273,892. Again, that's 84% of the total project cost. It'll be a 16% match on top of that. So recommend a motion to approve resolution 2-2023 for submission of the grant application.
I have a motion to approve resolution number 2-2023. So moved. Second. Discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes.
So same thing, the certification statement to go along with that grant application. So recommend a motion to have the mayor sign the certification statement for the ARPA grant application for the water treatment plant upgrades project.
I have a motion to approve the signature and submission of the certification. Second. Discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
A couple more things. Want me to keep going or move back to that?
Go on.
Okay. Well, so I also have, this was in your packet as well. This is a grant of an easement from the town of Evansville to Visionary Communications. It's for a new fiber line that they're putting in up by the Home Depot tank 2, we call it. The town owns that property. They're coming through an existing easement and then tying into an existing facility that ACT manages. Another fiber company manages the pedestal that they're going into. But they need an easement across the town site into that location. I've reviewed the easement, the actual location of the easement, and I don't have a problem with where they're putting it. It's away from where we might expand another tank site. So everything will fit in there fine. The town attorneys have reviewed the language in the easement document. So if you guys are good with it, just recommend a motion for the mayor to execute the easement from the town of Evansville to Visionary Communications. Open to any questions you have with that.
Questions for Shane? I have a motion to approve the easement for Visionary Communications. All right, second. Second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, then the last thing I have is not actually in your packet, because I just got it this morning. We had a Wyoming Business Council grant to complete the comprehensive plan update that we just adopted in December. That Wyoming Business Council grant they sent over today, this is basically it's a closeout certification of completion, and it's basically to deobligate the remaining funds. And so the amount of the grant was $35,000. The amount that has been drawn down and through the project completion is $34,801. So it deobligates $199. So they just require that to be signed so they can put that money back in the pot. So just recommend a motion to have the mayor sign the certificate of completion for the Wyoming Business Council planning grant.
Motion to sign the certificate of completion.
I'll motion.
Second. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
That's all I got.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the engineer's report? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion passes. All right, circling back around on the
public hearing for the liquor licenses. I have a representation of the Ash Premium Cigar. All right, everyone showed up.
So, Mr. Mayor, Council, before you tonight is the approval of the liquor license renewals. All the applicants have submitted their applications and everything is facility and has been approved by the Liquor Commission. I'm not sure if you promised that you have any comments or concerns concerning the renewal of the liquor licenses tonight.
Chief, you have any comments about liquor licenses? Council, any comments about liquor licenses? All right, do I have a motion to approve the renewal of the liquor licenses?
All motion.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion passes. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you showing up. All right, item 5, public comments. Do you have any public comments this evening? Yes, sir. Please approach the lectern and if you provide your name and address.
Okay, my name is Larry Muzzy. My wife and I, Eleanor, own 460 Fifth Street property. That's the house that was demolished by the police action that took place March 18th of 2022. We went through that with our insurance company, and it took almost 4 months for them to do their adjustments, everything else. I tried to talk to the police as well because the insurance companies in today's market with COVID and with all the things that were going on, when you pay for your insurance policy, they use the appraisal from a county or a jurisdiction, wherever it comes from, for replacement cost. Well, we've been insuring with the same company for, my wife has owned this property well over 40 years. It's been a rental here in Evansville. We have 2 rentals in Evansville, both of them for long periods of time. So the only problem here is when it was all said and done, I came and I actually, after it was the adjustments and the adjusters had come and they did a study, they said, this is going to be, has to be demolished. It has to be replaced. Well, the amount that the insurance company would give us is $155,000. I mean, that was back, because they really have not kept up with it. So we trust our agent, my wife's 82. I'll be 80 in February of this year. You trust people, but they would not give us any more. So it was recommended to us that we go through the police department and the adjustment. It's kind of like an adjustment bureau through the county. But then we're finding out that, no, we're going to have to get a lawyer to do this, which is crazy. I'm trying to be a citizen, and because they overreacted when they did what they were going to do. Police are here just like responsible citizens. We're here to serve and protect all persons and property in the United States of America. That's what keeps our freedom. That's what the Constitution's all about. Regardless of what, the innuendos we hear, there is a risk fund in Cheyenne for misbehavior or accidental malpractice by police departments and city personnel, this type of thing. And this is where they told me to go. I've contacted an attorney. Well, it's taken now since March of 18th till now because there was an investigation going on. During the investigation, and Mike has been really, really good. He's helped me considerably, but even Mike, under certain conditions, when the investigation is on, can't do anything. But he did, at least when it first started out. He went ahead and had the town go ahead and put well, it was the panels on the thing to close it off, so that people wouldn't get into it, and the kids going back and forth to school wouldn't get hurt. The liability. Well, that only lasted a couple of days. People were tearing it up. They were getting in it. It was a mess, and the liability was way up there. And so we decided at that point we would go ahead anyway, and we had it demolished. And we have Pete Peterson, so that's why there's kind of a hole in the ground. We're going to replace it, but we're not going to replace it if our insurance company is only going to give us $155,000. So what I'm asking at this point is that because it's in your jurisdiction, it would probably have to go from here. My lawyer can take care of it, but I'm asking you. We don't have to go through this if the public servants that are here, the council members or lawyer, whatever, and the police department, if they would go ahead and contact the risk assessment or whatever it is in Cheyenne. You have an office in the county. It's I don't have it in front of me right now. I went up there. You make out a claim. Well, I sent the claim in, and I got back, good luck, see a lawyer. Well, where it's an investigation, it's, sorry. They work for me, I guess. I think they serve me. I think. But, I'm 80. I know that there's all kinds of bureaucracies and misconceptions. But what I'm asking the town of Evansville is that if you would go ahead and contact that, and I think Mike can help you a lot on that. He knows everything that's going on with that. He would help you with that. I only want the difference to put a house back on there so that the city of Evansville, we were in the process of renovating that house. We had the siding. It was going to be sided. It was going to be brought up to the same condition as the rest of Fifth Street. That's what we were doing. And this happened. And it happened, we had a renter in there. We've had lots of renters. But this particular renter, for some reason, she came from, I'm just going to give a really brief history, from the Casper Reentry Center. And the Tweedies that were renting before us, before her, from us, were in there, 3 or 4 years? It was okay. And we knew we had to upgrade that because a hailstorm come through, remember? And so it had the new roof. It was, the insides have been repainted. We put new counters in, new doors there's 4 closets. They have new doors in the closets. We completely renovated the inside. We were in the process of going to do the outside. We've upgraded the windows about 8 or 9, 10 years ago. So we're completely upgrading this house. Well, we couldn't do anything because it had got flooded from the upside. They used heavy equipment to literally crash through the walls, and so if you need pictures, I've got them. I can show these to you. I mean, you've seen it when you went by it. It was pretty much a mess. But to make a long story short, guys, I would like to request that you, as the governing persons and entity in Evansville, this is your jurisdiction. Mike can help you. I'm asking because I have a lawyer, and I can leave that with you. I'll leave you my phone number, everything. But if it comes from the city and the investigation's been done, and I know the investigation You know, I parts of it, I will get all of that because the lawyers requested it. So I think it's available now, but that's been 10 months ago now, or, you know, it takes forever to get this done. We're not losing any income from it, and you're not losing any because we had to pay the actual taxes, which we did December, you know, even though the house wasn't there, but we took care of our obligations. So I'm just asking the city of Evansville to contact the proper entities. I can give that to you later, to whoever you want it done. But the difference is the quotes I'm getting from all the contractors is it's going to take about 269,000 to replace that building. I mean, 2 years ago, it might have been 155 or 170,000. Today's market with the cost of materials, I've already spent $8,000 to get it demolished. That costs $7,900 plus tax. So, you know, I mean, I'm just, and that's just take away the liability so no one gets hurt. You know, we want to protect those kids too, you know. So, I guess that's all I really have to say, other than I'll leave you my phone number. I can give you our lawyer, but if you get in contact with me, that would be fine. I've got all the information you'll need, or I can get the lawyer to do it. If we have to continue with the lawsuit, it becomes very, very unfriendly. I mean, we're citizens together. You know, we live here. We can take care of this. We don't need to go through and hate each other. But thank you very much. I'll get with you, whoever I need to get to. I'll leave you that information. Okay, thank you very much. Are there any questions? That's what we received. We did receive that from the insurance company. $269,000. That's the best one I got. We sent it in, and that was with Ron Hine. I don't know if you know who Ron Hine is. You know his brother. He's got the architecture. He worked for the city of Casper for a while. But Ron was one of them. There's other ones. Some of them wouldn't even look at it. They said, yeah, it's got to be replaced. You know, we don't have time. And if we give it to you now, we'll give it to you. It'll be good for 30 days. So, I mean, in today's market, I don't know. You can do all these bids. The difference between the 155 and the 269, there's also an $8,000 demolition fee but that's good. So it'd be 26. We'll have to get another good one, but this was the best one we had before. So we'll have to do it again, you know, a very current one. It might even be less now. Did you notice that the prices of construction, we've done other renovations we have going on. We have other properties, but I'm just saying that the price of some things are going down, some things, and some things you just can't get, and it's unbelievable. So, but I'll leave you do you want my phone number now, or? Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay, thank you very much. Any other questions? Great. I'll give you our attorney too, so if you need to talk back and forth. But I've done a lot of research on it in the last 10 months. So it is in Cheyenne, and it's for all the townships, the police departments, and DC. Everything is covered by the state. It's a fund. Yeah, it's some form of, it's a risk pool or whatever they call it. I'm not sure exactly the name of it. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other public comments this evening? Public comments? Any other public comments? Comments closed. We have a motion to adjourn. All those in favor? Meeting adjourned at 7:20.
Well, your signature, Chester.